Yo, what's going on guys, JBH here and welcome back to MotoGP 17, where today we're kicking off the 2018 MotoGP season here at the Grand Prix of Qatar. This is round one of the 2018 season. The Qatar Grand Prix is actually the only night race on the MotoGP calendar, so it's always an awesome race to kick off the new season. We've had a pretty fun weekend so far. We managed to score a podium in Moto 3. Unfortunately, it didn't quite get the same result in Moto 2. But we'll be looking to see how we go today in the main game.
Floodlights are on at the Losail circuit, and any moment now, the MotoGP bikes will be starting their engines. Once again, as we're used to at this track, we're looking forward to good weather for the Grand Prix, and the temperatures shouldn't cause any tyre problems.
So I said this before in my previous two races this weekend, but I'll say it again just for anyone that's watching for the first time. This is MotoGP 17, so it's actually last year's game. However, I am playing on the PC, and one of the benefits about playing on the PC is you can download third-party mods to the game, of which some awesome human being has gone out and created a brand new 2018 modification to the game, where basically has all the new liveries, all the new riders in the correct new teams and new categories. So this is basically the 2018 game, except on 2017, well, not MotoGP 17. So for the most part, it all looks awesome. It's a bit hard for me to sort of get used to all the new riders in their new sort of teams and new liveries. I'm still trying to work out who's who on track, but for the most part, it all looks really cool. So this year I've decided to go with the Tech 3 Yamaha squad. They do have my favorite rider riding for them right now, which is Zarco. I think he's such an awesome rider, and I can't wait to see how he goes this weekend in Qatar. He's just put it on pole, so it'll be really interesting to see how he goes in the race. But we'll be trying to get this Yamaha as far up the grid as possible. Now, I am really struggling at this track. I don't know what it is about Losail. I've seemed to have struggled here on all the MotoGP games, so I'll be doing my best to try and come from the back of the pack. I think we qualified like 20th or 21st in the end. I can't quite remember where we ended up, but for the most part, I just cannot get this track down. In Moto 2, I was struggling with the bike. In MotoGP, the bike's actually not too bad. I just can't get my head around the track. I mean, it's really hard here with the ripple strips. The ripple strips on the inside of the track, basically they may as well just put barriers there, because as soon as you touch them, like the inside ripple strip, it just puts you down, like you just low side straight away. So I don't know if that's a game glitch or whether I'd expect it's probably like that in real life, but I would imagine, you know, these riders wouldn't be getting down low enough to the point where the side of the bike would be hitting these ripple strips. I mean, they're pretty flat, but they're sort of like a sawtooth edge. So without any further ado, we'll jump straight into today's race. We'll be trying to hopefully get a decent result. Well, my goal is to somehow reach the points, but yeah, we just don't quite have the pace. As you can see there, Vinales, Lorenzo and Marquez complete the front row. We've got a full field of 25 riders for this 2018 season. You can see there we qualified 21st out of 25. I just could not get a lap together to save my life. I'm sort of like really struggling to be consistent around here, but we'll do our best. And hopefully we can come away with some sort of finish here to cap off a really fun weekend here on MotoGP 17.
The riders have all lined up on the starting grid. We are mere seconds away from the start of what promises to be a sensational Grand Prix.
Alright, here we go, first race of the year. Let's see if we can get 2018 off to a good start. freight train. That's a lot of curb. Far out. Alright, so it's a good first few couple of corners. But we're up almost 10 spots from where we started. So today's race is 11 laps, which is 50% of what the real life race distance is. And we've got the difficulty set to realistic, which is the hardest difficulty you can set on MotoGP 17. So everything's full simulation mode as well, physics wise. So it's all pretty darn hard. It's way harder than it looks, I can tell you that much. Zarco in front of us. Taking a shot from behind. Just latch onto the back of our teammate, we should be good. Just don't quite have the pace for the top 10 here, but we're inside the top 10 somehow. Ah, go away. Crutchlow. So we are on the medium front and hard option rear tyre. Definitely need to conserve this rear. I've been struggling to keep it sort of green until the end of the race. Especially in the long runs. Watch that throttle control and have that TC up. I wasn't sure if we were going to make contact there. The problem is I've set the bike up so much to protect its rear tyre that I just can't get that sort of change of direction and lean in, sort of that quick lean. Come on, just trying to straighten up the exit and get freaking dive bombed every 5 seconds. Ah, go away. Again, having to go to the grass to avoid people. AI on this game is so difficult to deal with. Slowly dropping back, this is really depressing. A bit close. Overshot there big time. Going far out. Come on. Focus. 2 steps back seems to be the way this race is going. I've been in a fight with Crutchlow now for like the last 6 laps, and we just continuously drop back together like 1 or 2 positions every couple of laps. See, the understeers, that sort of wiggle on the exit is coming because it's just understeering on those, like when the initial throttle hit, it's just kicking the rear out, and then I get all sorts of wobble on the exit. Nailed turn 1 then, that was good. Much better lap that time round. I'm really flirting with fire with some of these curbs, running over them like that. But it's starting to come good towards the end of the race, so that maybe that harder option rear tyre is starting to come into play. Curb on the entry, come on. Screwed up the end of this lap. Alright, we got 3 laps to go. I feel like I may have just enough pace to get in front of 12th and maybe even 11th. push the bike now. It's too late in the race to be pushing this hard. Alright, 2 laps to go, come on. Oh, that's a bit rude. Go away, fuck. I'm trying to chase down the top 10, but I held up. So annoying. I think one of the Suzuki's behind us catching up. Can't quite see who that is. Ah, freaking curb every time. Alright, last lap of the first round. Come on, I really want this 12th place finish. Have to push hard here. Big dive bomb. Oh, he's forced me back, for fuck's sake. Too deep. Come on, go you good thing. I'm gonna have to nail this final sector if I want it. Just too far back. Alright, so well, I guess we'll take 13th considering we started 21st. So So that's not a bad finish. But yeah, I would have liked to have had 12th on that last lap, but I think pace-wise, I think we did a little bit better than what our pace was. I mean, 52.8 in the end. We were definitely faster towards the end than those guys in front. We just got caught up with, that was Nakagami in the end. And throughout the whole race, we had this ongoing fight with Crutchlow that was slowing us down, but for the most part, it was a pretty fun race. Awesome way to open up the year. I can't remember, I think his, yeah, points is down to... Yeah, I thought it was down. Points down to 15th. Okay, so we'll pick up 3 points, which is, I mean, better than 0, considering, yeah, we literally started down all the way down to 21st. So you can see there, Lorenzo gets the win on the Ducati. Vinales second, Rossi third, Marc Marquez in fourth, and Danilo Petrucci in fifth. Good finish for Rins in sixth, and our teammate Zarco ended up eighth. So an 8th and a 13th for the Tech 3 Yamaha squad. I'm pretty happy with that. We had our the new guy, I can't even say his name, Hiarin. Hafiz. I honestly, I had no idea who that was. I mean, I'd seen him in Moto 2 last year, but I never really took any notice of him. So it's pretty interesting to see him up in the big game now. Unfortunately, due to Folger's year off. But for the most part, it's been an awesome, fun first weekend in the first round of the 2018 MotoGP World Championship. So I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in over the weekend. Once again, I apologise for the delay between videos. I unfortunately still suffering from this Wi-Fi issue now that I've just moved to the UK. So for the most part, we'll try and get it sorted by next weekend's Australian Grand Prix in F1. But for the most, yeah, should be a really fun week ahead with the F1 scene. We're going to also be in the V8s on Automobilista there, and as well as the Porsches. So plenty more to come next weekend. Alright, once again guys, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I will catch you later.